Right, today's plan, since we're kind of missed out, what, 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks since I last streamed. What we're going to do is we're going to fix this bridge, because while I was gone, there was a little bit of anarchy that happened. Apparently, well, we don't know if somebody deliberately burnt it down or if it got hit by lightning. So we're going to design something there. I've got an idea in my head already, but I need to get quite a lot of andesite. Hey boy, let's do it, because it's going to kind of be just it's not going to be anything too fancy, just a kind of generic stone bridge. Hey boy, just something better than the kind of netherrack we've got at the moment. I need to finish off a viewer reward for Joey. She claimed on with our smackaroonies last stream. But yeah, that's the plan. I ended up getting a little bit distracted and decided to do this. Yeah, so we've now got cinematic zoom. We've now got an actual wee path kind of going in here, which is nice. Yeah, so we've now got a wee path linking up. I do want to try and connect a lot more of the kind of bases up, but I need to get permission before I do anything. We'll hook this one up, do the bridge, we'll finish off this bit. But yeah, we need to kind of maybe texture and add a little bit more detail for the river and pondy part. To be honest with you, I really didn't expect this base to become quite as large as what it is becoming. The whole idea of this one was just going to be a little wee piddly starter area, but kind of let creativity take the wheel, and I just kept building. So we're just going to keep it the now. So I'm going to do a wee building technique that I actually seen while perusing YouTube, and I thought it was wicked. Sadly, I can't tell you who did it because it was in a short, and at the time I didn't pay attention to the guy or the girl who did it. But this stuff, especially with shaders, looks phenomenal underwater. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and incorporate it just kind of more in the deeper parts, or where the waterfalls are going to kind of be. I do like building like riverscapes and scenes. It's quite relaxing to me. Normally though, I put all the water in first and then kind of see afterwards. I find it quite difficult doing it dry. I really don't know why, but once the water's in, I find it a lot easier to find out kind of where I'm going to have things placed and what kind of looks right and natural and what doesn't. The only problem we have in this like 1 block thick at the moment is I can't really get the depth I want. Normally when I do like rivers and stuff, I don't tend to have just a single flat area. It tends to be at least 2 or 3 deep, kind of more over like this side, how it kind of comes down naturally and it's kind of deep. Contrary to what you might think, normally when you're doing like rivers and stuff, you don't really want an awful lot of stone. Imagine looking at a riverbed. You don't see an awful lot of unless you're kind of higher up in the mountains. It's more often than not kind of dirty gravel and sediment that you'll find. You kind of want to have more of the kind of browns, sands and gravels rather than stone blocks. Occasionally, yeah, chucking a bit of stone, chucking a bit of cobble, but for me at the moment, I've put in way too much stone. Originally, this is going to be a farm area for like food. It's now turning into, I think she asked for like a flower garden kind of thing, so we're going to do something along the lines of that, and then try and build, incorporate it into the build itself. I really do think that when you're doing builds and stuff, you need to connect them all. You can't just all individual, but I think it always looks 1,000 times better when you've actually put a bit of continuity into it and like linked them up, and there's kind of like a story or a path, something that connects it, rather than just being their own entity just standing by themselves. Once the water goes in, I'll be putting a lot of like half slabs to kind of look like stones and like other like kind of texture and details, buttons, and maybe a few twigs, plants. It'll look a lot better once I start getting the actual foliage in and like in a way the life of the area. What's probably best to do here is create the water sources just so it looks like it's coming out the mountain a little bit. But you can see what I was talking about, how this is like a really nice kind of block to have underneath. This is kind of the only downside to doing like rivers and stuff. It's, you need to make sure you're getting like pretty much every block a source block. Right, I need to do this from the bottom up, otherwise it won't work. Especially because later on I'm going to be putting grass blocks and stuff in, not grass blocks, decorative blocks and stuff in here, so I need pretty much everything to be source. Really hard to see where there's like moving water as well with this this shader on. You know what, I might, just for doing this, yuck. Dirty Minecraft normal looking water. Actually, you know what, that does look kind of good even without shaders, so I'm quite happy with that, how that's turned out. With riverbanks as well, I do like to try and bring a step up. What I mean by that is, rather than it being a complete one block and then like nothing, you kind of bring it up with a half slab, and it kind of gives it that more gentle appearance rather than it just being abruptly up done. So like for example, along here and kind of along what I just did there, you put half slabs in, waterlog them. Maybe not this extent, that's a little bit too far in. Maybe something like that and that there. Yeah, same way like the bottom of the river. Now that I've actually got a little bit of like water into it, it does make it look a little bit easier to notice. Rivers don't tend to just like drop down big huge drops unless it's a really fast flowing one, which this is not. Yeah, that's looking nice. That's what it looks like with the shaders. Even better. Oh, shaders are so good. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Problem with doing this is knowing where and when to kind of stop. Kind of want to put it into the ground a little bit, make it look like it's part of the mountain, but the moss is starting to kind of go over it. And maybe one more up the kind of top here, this section. Nice. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Right. This is where I need to start being very careful where I'm placing things. I don't want it to come too far out. This is what I'm talking about. Corners and rivers are really annoying. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll try and get the left side done, and then we'll see how it looks. Maybe have it like this, as if it's cutting through the stone. Works. Not great, but not looking for great. For practicality. Okay, we should kind of be good to go now. We just need to fill up the rest of the water. Filling in all the half slabs as we go. Should be fun. Try to sort this out. I have to admit, the water doesn't actually look too bad in like Minecraft now, you know that? I put so many half slabs here, it's ridiculous. Like, that's not even funny. It'd take me so long to do this bit. We need to make sure we stay at the right level now. A really good block for in here as well is iron ore block. It's quite a useful one. Sweet. And just bring it out as much as I need here. You know what? I think we've done alright there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks relatively natural. I know you can't really see it because the way the water works in shaders is you don't see like it flowing. But good, we've got the kind of the waterfall done. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Not, I'm definitely going to put a little bit more skulk further along, a little bit of storytelling coming off the mountain. It's melt water, it's freezing, it's thawing, and it's flowing. It's good. Works with the landscape. I'm gonna have to do a wee piddly bridge. I might just do a wee small one with trapdoors and what do you call them? Campfires. We'll quickly go and measure this bridge length and we'll take it from there. It'll take me 2 minutes to design this. Say 2 minutes. It'll take me a little bit longer than 2 minutes, but I'll do it pretty quick. Right. We'll start it from here, and it's 93, 5, 35, and it's how many wide? 3, 5, 35 and 5, 20. So that's 40. 15. I think that should be enough space. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of weird on how I set things up. This is like really not efficient, but it's like the way I have to do it. I like to like build the framework in first and then kind of take it from there. Here we have a bridge, a very basic one. Let's split it into 7. Nice. Right, these are going to be our kind of, how can you put it, like decorative points, spots even. Because it's spanning such a wide ravine, I'm wanting to do the generic kind of arch. So the middle point's going to have to be like here and here. I'm going to be super lazy here and not move the bridge. Okay, good. Okay, from there I can do that. That's fine. This is pretty much just going to be concept. Once we actually get onto the server, I'll actually start doing it properly. You'll see this kind of evolve and change quite a lot when I'm doing it as well. I'm very not very good at sticking to the same concept. My builds can slightly evolve over time. Try to make this look a little bit symmetrical. Something be missing. Maybe that instead. It will change as I kind of finalize the design that's in my head, and then from there change out blocks. For now we'll go with what's happening. I'll let the creative juices flow, or their lack of. Forgot that was affected by gravity. Whoops. I want this to kind of look clean. I don't think I'm going to put any deep slate accents in it yet, but we shall see how I kind of feel. Let's start finding the color, bringing the textures out. Get a little bit of dark color in the background there. I really need to just focus on one set part of this build. Sometimes I actually forget I'm streaming. Do I prefer the piggy noses or do I prefer just the targets? I do like this arch that I've done. Because I can't do my 4x4 like I was originally planning, I'm going to have to make this look like a thick boy. Not entirely sure how I'm going to quite do that just yet. And then that. Nice little design there. And what I might do... Okay, I'm going a little bit overkill now with this. I've started designing something. I like to go over a little bit over the top with it. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Don't want it to be too kind of complicated. Okay, I'm really digging this now. I wasn't too happy with the design at the start, but I'm really beginning to like dig this. See, I can stick lights in here, which I might do. What I can do is hide a wee light there, and then if I stick, we can have a nice wee light up pillar. Always try and put light sources into my builds, like somewhere at least. And then wabam, wabam. Okay, we've got darks there that goes in the front. Like so. And then... Oh. We're going to have to move this back a little bit. Oh, it goes up there, yeah. Okay, this needs to get turned like that. Like that. And like this. Okay. Oh no, I've done. I know it's okay. I forgot it's because I extended it. It's cool. It's cool. Wabam, wabam, wabam. I need it to be perfectly symmetrical here when I bring it in. Wall and that on top. Cool. So, what? That's not a wall, my dude. Wall. Nice. That should be 3. Please be 3 on the other side. Yes. I cannot believe that took me like 2 hours to design. Okay, we need our stick of power so we can put the schematic in. I need to also check this is okay to actually do this. Should have probably done that first before like doing this. Oh, that's pretty almost bang on where I need it to be. Maybe drop it down 1 more. Okay, that kind of goes into the mountain, which is fine. This side's okay because I can see it like drops into that, which is brilliant. I'm going to have to come up with some sort of design here to join this bottom bit up, and then again with this bottom bit I'll just do like a semicircle thing. But you can see there, like that all hooks up nice. Right, I'll tell you what, we're doing this layer by layer. Bridge La Largue. Right, okay, we need to remember the name by Ian and CJ. Burn, I think. Yeah, no. Was it lightning that did it, or did somebody set it alight? Because somebody went and said it was somebody that lit it alight. Like lit it on fire and just left it. I was just wondering if there was any validity to that statement. And I think that's just done now. I have to do that side of the actual andesite. Right, next layer. How many more? Oh, way too soon. This is when it starts getting a little bit kind of complicated. I love designing really like nice, intricate. I think that's the right word. Like designs that have like got a lot of detail and a lot of like nice looking parts, but building them in survival is like a different ball game. You know, I said this was going to be easy. I may have told a little bit of a white lie. Okay, this should be relatively straightforward because I didn't do any texturing with this one. As long as I stay here and don't move too much, it's just a case of putting one on top of the other. Apart from this middle section, this bit's a little bit more decorated. Oh, you son of a... No! Hopefully I didn't lose any of the valuable ones. That's all textured now. And you don't fall through it, which is like exactly what I wanted. Wanted a nice bit of texture on it, but you're not going to fall. The ambush is the only part of this build I'm not going to be able to complete tonight because the guy who sells it hasn't restocked his shop and I've already like bought his whole chest. Okay, we're like on the home stretch then. The bottom of that's going to be an absolute fun job trying to design and sort out. Look, already that's looking kind of nice. Once I get rid of this like dirt bridge, then it will look a bit better. I went through the 5 stages of grief when she heard you. Why? Like, I wouldn't break it. I'm quite gentle with getting out of those situations. I accept death a little bit less gracefully, but I wouldn't destroy someone's build to get out of it. I knew, like, if I died, I can get my stuff back, so... If not, I would have just been like, admin, come save my ass. Right, we'll go and grab the last 2 bits. I might try and put some of the stuff in, see how I feel. Did I not do it in this side either? What is wrong with me? I think I'm blind as a bat. Nice. And 1, 2. Oh, that's a full block. I think that's us for this side. I need to make sure that the top's lit up. Should be okay because I think a half slabs are transparent, so the light should go through them. But after building all this, I don't really want to be like taking the risk. Okay, all we need now is the anvils, but I'm not getting them until Gamer comes in and basically gives them to me. Yeah, it kind of looks weird now until we get these floaty bits sorted out. I think it's this area. I think the red's nice because we're going into cherry blossom areas and it's kind of like close, but not too close. I would prefer to have like chains here at some point, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Limited blocks. What I'll do there is I'll get a couple of chains so it looks like it's being pulled okay. I think I need to get it to get a couple more stairs at those walls just to kind of make it a little bit more like in here, a little bit more naturally curving down, and then bring it right into that wall a little bit more. That will just need to do until I have a Elytra and I can like go out and like actually have a proper look at it. It's going to be quite hard for me to like visualize that this is hooked in. This will do. This is now a permanent feature of this area. It's done. It is finished. Thank. Also, got to admit, guys, curves don't look too bad. Look at that when you're sleeping in bed. Look at that. Perfect. What does it look like without the? Oh, that's how Minecraft looks without shaders. Oh, blue. Look how blue the water is. Definitely better with shaders. Well, I think that's going to be me for tonight. I'll be live again tomorrow at some point. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.